got the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street.
How is it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 21 of the Lowdown Show, Brand Wars on the Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast. We are your Canadian-based WWE podcast that discusses and reviews Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night Smackdown from the past week, as well as our Twitter poll segment called the Luke Gallows Polls and WWE Headlines, where we talk about any important news in the WWE. Every week, the Lowdown Show is broadcasted live on Spreaker at Spreaker.com/NHBWP. If you'd like to follow the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter, liking us on Facebook, and subscribing to all our outlets, YouTube, Spreaker, SoundCloud, and iTunes. We are everywhere from your enjoyment, and soon to be elsewhere. I'm currently working on getting us on Stitcher and Podbean, and lots of other podcast websites where I've been getting requests to get us on. And I'm trying, guys. I'm getting us there soon. We'll be there. We'll be everywhere. Other than that, guys, if you'd like to join on the conversation, have your thoughts, questions, and opinions read on the podcast at the beginning of the show, tweet us at noholdsbarredwp or by leaving a comment on the YouTube section and the YouTube video below. I am your host, as always, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters, and every week I'm continuing to be joined by my corporate co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, the glorious Corporate Cappy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
So who calls you this? Are you the greatest host on?
I am the self-proclaimed greatest host. I think I am the greatest host. And if someone cares or dares to argue with me, I will face them in an I Quit match.
We should have an award. Like, there should be an award for, like, best host on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm probably going to get beaten, but you know what? I think I deserve to be a nominated
honorable mention.
Honorable mention, Kyle Masters. Guys, get it done. Hashtag Kyle Masters for MVP. We'll start that hashtag. How about that? Kyle Masters MVP, get it done, guys. I know Michael Chow will probably help us out on that one.
Vote for Kyle. He'll fight for you.
I will fight for you, just like Rhino will. Anyways, guys, last week we began the show off with a 5-minute rant
about the Great Subway. We didn't even talk about my experience there because mine was pretty bad too.
Yeah, his was pretty bad too. That. I'm going to let you join on this because I'm going to let your opinions thought, because this week I have something else to rant about. I don't know if this is going to be an every week thing, if something to rant about in the beginning of the show, but I want to get something off my chest that's been bothering me after something. I don't even know what this is. I didn't even told you until now. So, how this started off was like half a year ago. Half a year ago, I walk into a McDonald's. And I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling like a McFlurry. Because McFlurries are good, all right? Like, they bring you joy. Bring a lot of people joy. They're probably like one of God's greatest creations on earth. Whoever created the McFlurry, you are a gem. Anyways, I walk in and I'm like, sir, can I have... I didn't say sir, but I'm like, can I have a Smarties McFlurry? The guy tells me something that honestly broke my heart. He says the Smartie flavor has been discontinued at McDonald's.
Why?
I don't know. But I was pretty upset that day. You know what? It tore me apart. I went to like 4 or 5 other McDonald's just to see if this was true, and literally it was true. So I was pretty upset. So I didn't even get a McFlurry that day. Months go by, and I'm hanging out with our former co-host, No Self Phil, and I'm like, you know what, man? Let's go get a Blizzard. Why not? You know, I think this was like beginning of the summer. Let's go get a Blizzard. So we go walk into Dairy Queen. I'm looking at all the flavors, and I'm like, oh, look, they still have Smarties here. I go up to the counter, and I'm like, can I get a Smarties Blizzard, please? No. Wrong. They do not have Smarties. Apparently, their Smarties don't exist at DQ anymore, and they replaced them with fucking M&Ms.
Why are they still on the board, then?
They forgot to patch it. The fucking M&Ms got replaced. Are you kidding? I fucking hate M&Ms. I only like M&Ms if they have the almond inside.
The peanut ones?
Yeah, or the peanut ones. I can't eat straight up M&Ms. It's disgusting. Sorry for you M&M likers out there, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, but I fucking hate M&Ms.
We love Smarties up here.
It's Canadian. You Americans that don't get us, just Google what a Smartie is. I think you guys have some sort of same thing down there. I forget what it is. But, yeah.
I don't understand why they got rid of Smarties. They're amazing.
So, I was pretty pissed off about that. So, recently, I go to this sort of like ice cream place called Reed's up here, and they basically make their own ice cream at their own place. Like it's a factory and a store
it's like
together.
Marble slab.
Basically.
Okay.
So I walk in, and I'm like, whoa, they have Smarties smoothies here. Ice cream smoothies. Oh, I'm going to get one. I go to the counter. I'm like, ma'am, I would like a Smarties smoothie. And no, they said they discontinued it 2 weeks ago. I'm like, then why is it on your board? That's 2 places I've gone to where you said it's on your board. That's false advertising.
They should have went and got you some Smarties.
My heart got broken 3 times in the last year because of Smarties being discontinued.
What's with the Smarties? Why are people getting rid of them?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a Smarties pandemic. People are walking around right now, just at their everyday lives.
Yeah, it was like that one zombie movie. What was he like? Remember that one zombie? I think it was Zombieland or something. And he wanted to collect like, was it Joe Louis or something?
Oh yeah, the Twinkies. Yeah,
it's like that all over again.
This is what's going to become for Smarties. Like we're in a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. Smarties are going to be extinct one day, and we're going to be pissed. I guarantee it. The people that are walking around now with their daily lives, not knowing what's going on right now, are going to be like, in the future, they're going to walk in and be like, you know what? I haven't had Smarties in a while. It's been a couple years. Let me walk into this convenience store and get some. You're going to walk in and you're going to be fucking disappointed because they're not going to be there.
Oh, we got M&Ms though.
But we have a giant shelf of M&Ms. Yeah, why not? Thanks. That's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I'm pissed. I might actually go into Bulk Barn where I don't want to go and get myself a lifetime supply of Smarties. I might buy the entire bin and store them in a freezer.
Make your own.
And bring them out 50 years down the line and be like, this is the greatest creation of my generation right here. Smarties.
They're going to be gone.
Because they're going to be gone. Guaranteed.
We need to make a hashtag. Hashtag save the Smarties.
Save the Smarties, guys. Get it going. Save the Smarties. Anyways, rant done. I'm pissed. I want Smarties to get back into my favorite ice creams. That's plain and simple. You can't even bring your own crushed Smarties to McDonald's. I guess that's like a health thing. They can't even add it to you. They can give you a plain McFlurry in a cup, but you got to mix it yourself. You can't actually have them mix your ingredients for you at the store. I guess it's a health reason or whatever. Because we're so health concerned this generation too. It's retarded how bad. You can argue and tell me that it's good now that we're so more health concerned this time instead of past generations. But come on, I'm asking you to put my crushed Smarties I brought from home into my own cup. I'm eating the cup, or I'm eating the stuff that's in the cup. No one else. But apparently it's a health concern. I don't know. But anyways, that's enough for the rant. We'll get into the show, guys. Get into your Twitter responses and questions.
Did we have a lot of responses?
We had a lot, especially today. There's been a lot today. Anyways, we'll get into them as soon as I can pull them up here. Okay, so there was the tweet where you were scared about Sasha Banks. She did tweet that tweet before Raw, and it really freaked everyone out. All right, so first ones come from Irrelevance at @4Lauren on Twitter. As always, one of our frequent tweeters and frequent listeners out there. Thank you, and we appreciate everything as always. He says, and this is about Raw, my real down is why Roman is still in the main title picture. I just hope Rusev interferes in his match next week. 4 out of 10. Opening was great. It really got me to think there were real emotions. Jericho is gold, and his match with the new Seth was great. He also put Jericho versus Seth was a good match also, but that Sammy versus Owens match was one of the worst between the two.
I agree.
He also says, for the rest of the show, I just want Jack Gallagher on my TV so I don't have to see the Vincent writing segments like Old Day, that feud. Thank you, Rollins. I think he also put stuff for SmackDown. Let me just pull him up here. Yeah, he also puts, I don't have a lot to say, except Usos are heel, Slater is hilarious, and the opening segment was ass. He also puts, in the storyline between AJ and Dean, I thought there was nothing, but the story is based off balls. He also puts, Dean sticks AJ on the ropes, AJ kicks Dean in the balls. Great. Well, I'm 10% sure the Usos are going to be the Dream Killers. And he says, and we'll win the tag team championship. So they'll be the Dream Killers and win the tag team titles. Then who'll follow, and what about Heath and his kids and his little girl with no tongue? 5 out of 10. So interesting. Yeah, okay. We do agree with half of that, at least. Raw and SmackDown were definitely really bad this week. Really bad. Next set of tweets come from that Greg guy at Craig Messy on Twitter.
That Craig guy.
That Craig guy. He's that guy. He's not the guy. He's that guy.
Great.
He thinks SmackDown was okay at some points. Is Bo Dallas or on Raw? I think Raw was. He thought it was okay at some points. Is Bo Dallas getting a push? It's good to see Strowman going against someone on the roster also. He also says Kevin Owens' great heel work again, and Seth Rollins' face turn maybe, and obviously New Day as good as ever. Yes, we definitely agree with you on that, Craig. That Craig. Next set of tweets come from Gamma at GammaNU1 on Twitter. He puts American Alpha win the titles, but Heath gets a contract with SmackDown anyway. So his general opinion on that. Okay. Definitely not going to happen anymore, as we'll get into that later. He also puts pretty poor week overall, especially for SmackDown having their first brand exclusive of weekend. Very, very, very true, Gamma. Very true. So we'll get into the last set of tweets, and that comes from our number one fan out there and our number one follower, at Real Michael Chow.
The real Michael Chow.
The real Michael Chow.
There's fake ones out there.
Yeah, there's some fake ones out there. I don't appreciate them. We got your back, Michael Chow. Screw those fake ones. He puts Raw barely takes it this week as the result of SmackDown's live poor push for their pay-per-view. Hashtag SummerSlam Deja Vu. He puts Raw's pros where Sasha Banks goes Bad News Barrett on it, Dana Brooke. Jobbers finally strike back, and the Jericho bromance lives on.
Jobbers Strike Back. That sounds like a terrible movie.
That'd be like a WWE film, Jobbers Strike Back.
Starring all the jobbers.
It'd be like filmed at like a live event or something. Anyways, he also put Raw's cons were Cesaro buried alive series. Oh, God, that's great. Enzo and Cass give birth to a loss. The club go back in time, and Roman Reigns sneaks onto Raw. Puts his theory of the Heyman segment from last week. So this is one of our questions from last week. Puts Mick Foley is secretly a heel and is responsible for Lesnar and Triple H's actions.
Conspiracy. The Cesaro Buried Alive series. That's fantastic.
On to SmackDown for Michael Chow. He puts pros where Tango with Fandango.
I don't want to talk about that.
AJ's low kick that runs the shit. The Usos using the Karate Kid leg break on American Alpha. Okay, I know you're talking about there. Okay, interesting. He puts a cons for SmackDown where Orton and Wyatt take their feud to worst push city. Triple A out of the tag team tourney, and Ziggler soon going after women's title. It's so true. Ziggler was like the least aggressive I've ever seen him this week. Oh man. He also puts this is 2 pay-per-views in a row that WWE has failed to push their matches. Why do you think this is a problem?
It is a problem.
Yeah. I guess he wants us to know why do we think this is a problem?
What the
why WWE fails to push their matches with 2 pay-per-views in a row? The last 2 pay-per-views, like they failed. They literally failed. Even the SummerSlams included. Like NXT Takeover was probably better. Or was actually way better than SummerSlam because they failed to push the amount of matches for SummerSlam.
I can't defend them for SummerSlam, but they haven't given them enough time. Yeah. They've given them 2 weeks to figure out a pay-per-view. This doesn't make sense. And
in those 2 weeks, they could have done something better than what they actually gave us.
Especially this week. It's the go-home show before Backlash.
Yeah, okay, you're debuting your first one-branded pay-per-view since
with 2 vacant titles.
Since I don't even remember when the last single event pay-per-view was. And you've done nothing to build Backlash up. You even brought back a classic pay-per-view name, and you've done fuck all to push it. I don't know why this is actually a problem. Like they shouldn't have problems doing this. Like I could literally step in and be like, hey, this is what you do with this guy. This is what you do with these divas. This is what you do with this guy. This is what you do with the main event. It's exactly what you do. Do it for the next 2 weeks. You have only 2 weeks. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't understand why it's a problem. Unless there's like some writer's block that's going on backstage that we don't know about. Like I don't even know if there's like 2 sets of creators. Like do they have creators just for Raw or for SmackDown? Or are they doing both?
I honestly want to know what these creative people do every day. Like what the hell could they be doing?
Like honestly, I mean, they could be writing good ideas and we don't know about. Again, it always comes down to one person who sees the final script.
Kennedy.
And if he doesn't like it, he's like, no. I do it my way. This PG crap would work for sure. This crap would work for sure.
You can tell when stuff is
push Apollo Crews and Corbin. Nah, let's push some irrelevant people like Kane and the Milkman.
Yeah, we know the Milkman thing was a Vince idea.
Yeah,
100%. Just thank God he was not here again this week.
Another question from Michael Chow. He puts thoughts on Del Rio's original plan to be paired with Paul Heyman.
Well, I mean, I tweeted at him and I said that I'm like really pissed off if that actually was the plan, because he would have been gold if they would have brought it back as old gimmick. That would have been unbelievable.
Yep. It's gonna be interesting. Next pay-per-view for SmackDown is No Mercy in October, so they're definitely they have a lot of time now from now until No Mercy to start building their new feuds. So we'll see what happens with that.
They didn't do that with SummerSlam.
It's true. So I don't know if there's some writer's block going on backstage or what, but
what I don't understand is how they're going to build a 3-hour pay-per-view with a 2-hour show.
Yeah, with only 6 matches, announced matches. There could be, I mean, they did leave off a couple of people off the SmackDown roster for the card itself, so maybe we'll see something.
I swear to God, if the Milkman makes an appearance at Backlash...
No, don't. Get off my TV, go, don't even... Please just go to TNA or some independent promotion that we don't care about. Please. Anyways, moving on to the next segment of the show, the Luke Gallows poll. Oh, I almost played the wrong music there. Botch City right here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I just went to Botch City, so let's play the actual Luke Gallows polls music. Hit it, please. That's right. Welcome to the Luke Gallows polls, ladies and gentlemen. This is the segment of the show where we read our Twitter polls from our friends at Fun WWE Polls on Twitter. Go check them out at Fun WWE Polls. They do some great polls, some funny polls, some serious polls, all polls for your liking and for you to participate in. So go check them out and participate. They do a shit ton of polls. Okay, lots. And they're great. We're going to read our favorite ones from this week on the air with our host of the Luke Gallows polls, Corporate Cappy. Lead us off.
Speaking of booking, which one of these personalities would you want to be the booker for your wrestling company? Jim Cornette, Paul Heyman, Kevin Sullivan, or Vince Russo?
Paul Heyman. 100%.
84% Paul Heyman.
Yep. What? Who the fuck wants Vince Russo? That guy's 5%. Opinion changes every goddamn fucking week.
And he was behind everything that ever happened in WWE. He was behind the screw job. He was behind everything.
Wasn't he also part of the problem why WCW died, or when they tried to survive? But let's bring Vince Russo, and he got into it way too much and basically helped them put more dirt over the grave.
There's conspiracy theories that Vince sent Vince Russo there to
to screw them. Yeah. I mean, he was part of the screw job. Why not? It'd be a smart business venture by Vince. It just makes sense. Yep. But I would not want Vince Russo. Get the fuck out of here. Jim Cornette's a fucking lunatic. I know he's had some interesting thoughts in the past, but no. Paul Heyman 100% because he knows the right guys to push and the right Paul Heyman guys to push. He knows exactly what makes a superstar. Yeah. ECW was so successful, people still chant the freaking company's name to this day. They don't chant WCW. Yeah. They chant ECW. So why not have Paul? I'd have Paul Heyman in 2 seconds.
Kevin Sullivan was in last with 2%.
I don't even give a shit about Kevin Sullivan. I could care less about what his opinions are. Literally, I don't care.
Next, which one of these would help Apollo Crews the most? Our boy Apollo Crews. Getting it put in a tag team, turning heel, NXT return or stop smiling?
I don't know what won, but my personal opinion, it sucks as much as I want him to stay up. If they're not going to push him the right way on SmackDown, go back to NXT.
Yeah, have him feud for the title down there. Have him
literally, because right now, like, he's not going anywhere on SmackDown. They have a stupid spelling gimmick he's got going on.
And then they have him
he lost
The
this
Miz
week
again.
So, like, what are we doing with him? He's supposed to be built up as this next, like, top superstar, and then you're not doing shit with him. So I'd send him down to NXT. But, you know, I really hope he doesn't.
That was actually last place.
Wow.
Stop smiling won with 36%.
Yeah, because that's everyone just saw that and said that's definitely a funny answer and picked the funniest answer. But if you're taking a serious approach, definitely NXT.
Which one of these former WWF superstars do you think could have a spot on today's WWE product?
Depends.
The Iron Sheik.
No.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
No.
Rick the Model Martel.
Who?
Or Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig.
Mr. Perfect, 100%.
He won with 49%.
If they had Curtis Axel still around, he'd be like the perfect mentor for Curtis Axel. 100%. That would definitely work. Like a father and son thing. It worked when they brought Bob Orton back with Randy Orton. That fucking lasted like 2 years.
Yep. Which one of these former tag team champions would you like to see appear in a match on Raw or SmackDown? Eminem, Too Cool, The Nasty Boys, or Harlem Heat?
Not the Nasty Boys. Eminem, because I like John Morrison.
They won with 45%. I voted for Harlem Heat, but
yeah, Joey Mercury is okay. He's not the greatest, but John Morrison's like an unreal wrestler, so I'd pick Eminem for sure.
Here's the one that you'll like. How long will Kevin Owens' Universal Championship reign last? 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months plus?
6 months plus.
3 months won with 47%.
That's Survivor Series. Yeah, y'all think he's going to lose a Survivor Series.
Get screwed in Canada.
I don't think so.
Screw job.
I think he's going to keep this title for a while, maybe even the Royal Rumble.
7% put 1 week.
You guys are idiots. He's not even defending the title next week. You stooges.
Which one of these people was the standout in the first segment of Raw? Stephanie McMahon, Mick Foley, Kevin Owens, or Seth Rollins?
Mick Foley.
Seth Rollins, 44%.
Mick Foley was. He's the one that, like, stepped in front of like, Stephanie, and, like, he's making his own decisions while Stephanie's, like, supposed to be there to, like, commission his, like, his decision-making. And, like, it's basically, like, Mick Foley, like, getting in Steph's face and saying, like, I can run the show by myself. There's a little tension going on right now between Steph and Mick Foley, I think. I think something's happening.
Does Bo Dallas deserve a strong push on the Raw brand? Yes or no?
Right now, no. He deserves to get suspended, but I'll get into that later.
Yes, one with 58%.
Why? Why is he allowed to get away with shit? Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Does Titus O'Neil deserve all the mic time that he gets? Yes or no?
No.
No, one with 73%.
That shit won with 100%. He's garbage on the mic. He's terrible. Did you guys not hear what he fucking said like 2 weeks ago? He sounded like he was drunk. God. Guys had like... Oh, I can't. Nope. Move on.
Which one of these superstars was a standout in the first segment of SmackDown Live this week? Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, or Carmella?
Carmella.
Wow, how biased is that?
Carmella
Becky
won.
Lynch, 53%.
No. Carmella won. Carmella. Biased opinion.
Baymella?
Baymella won. Biased opinion.
Because she's Fabulous. What was your opinion of the Usos' heel turn? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Don't care.
Thumbs up, 83%. I agree with that.
I don't
think
care.
It was needed.
I don't care.
They were just getting stale.
I don't know. I can't get behind it. I can't. They don't look like a heel team at all. They're so babyface. It's so bad watching them turn heel. I felt awkward as fuck watching that.
I don't know.
I can't. Nope. Especially because it was American Alpha. I don't know. Can't do it. Move on.
I'm trying to find one more that isn't just predictions.
Get a shot in the dark one. Random as hell.
Here we go. Would a potential Nia Jax and Alicia Fox feud intrigue you? Yes or no?
Yes, because I don't want to see any jobbers anymore. That's
Yes,
the only. That is
54%.
literally one answer written on the page. That's it. I would not write anything else.
And last poll, I'm going to end it with my girl.
Oh, God.
What's your opinion of the Sasha Banks segment with Dana Brooke? Great, good, okay, or terrible?
Great.
40%.
Cause it should have been more because she
swerve.
She Mark Henry'd us.
Honestly, don't I love that she swerved, but don't ever do that to me again.
I think she just everyone was like, I remember just because I wasn't watching this segment, I couldn't watch it. I was literally reading Twitter like a madman, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, she's so emotional." I'm like, and when I went to rewatch it after, I'm like, that's because she was talking about something she's passionate in. And that's women's wrestling. That's why she looked like she was about to cry, because she cries every time she talks about women's wrestling.
Yep.
It wasn't because she's going to retire. Then she kind of faked us out at the end where she's like talking about her injury. And then
Dana Brooke comes out.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But yep, those are Luke Gallows polls, ladies and gentlemen. Get into the review part of the show. This week was terrible. 1, because Raw was bad. 2, Smackdown was bad for a terrible reason, because this is their go-home week, and they did fuck all to boost up Backlash. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I
don't even want to choose a winner for these shows, to be honest.
This week, it's going to be close. We'll judge our opinions after we do the review. We'll start off with Raw. One thing I want to say about Raw this week, crowd sucked.
Kansas City.
You've been officially added to the list of worst crowds in the WWE. Congratulations, Kansas City. You guys are garbage. I am sorry for anyone that was there and is listening to this right now.
Casual Central.
That was the most casual set of fans I've ever seen.
No,
you guys had no reaction to anything. You booed at some stupid reasons. Yep, you had hecklers heckling Sasha Banks, calling her boring and just stupid shit. I can't describe how bad you guys were. You had no reaction to anything. I think TNA's crowd had a better reaction than you guys, and there's only 1,000 fans in that arena.
And why, no offense to people from Missouri, but why do they keep going back to St. Louis and Kansas City? I think St. Louis is a little bit better.
Connecticut.
Crowd. But they always go back to Missouri all the time. Always for big events. They always go back there.
And it's not like SmackDown was in Missouri this week. Raw was, and Randy Orton's not even on Raw. Why go back?
I thought SmackDown would for sure be in St. Louis since Randy Orton is on SmackDown.
Yes.
So anyway, thumbs down to the Kansas City crowd.
You guys, come on. Step it up next time we come back. Please start watching some NXT,
Learn
some
some of the
Cruiserweight
new
Challenge.
People.
Get your shit together, because that was terrible.
The Rock.
Yeah. The Raw, with the opening segment, we had Kevin Owens' celebration. They started off with the balloons falling from the rafters.
The pyro going off.
And it was just weird because this is how Raw started. First, it started with Stephanie and Mick backstage. We get the Raw intro, and they're automatically in the ring. Did they warp to the ring?
Well, I think
the hell was that?
Today, I think it said.
Did it say earlier today?
Yep.
Is that confirmed? Okay.
Yep.
That was my mistake. I botched. I'm sorry out there. But they're in the ring, and they introduce Kevin Owens, the new Universal Champion. And he comes out in a suit. Oh, yeah. My boy.
Owens.
God, that was awesome. What did you say?
It's Corporate Owens.
Corporate Owens, yeah. But this is awesome. The title looks so good on him. This is well-deserved. Finally, Kevin Owens is champion.
Corporate Owens with a KO to start corporate.
Yeah. Oh, God. We get into the ring. We get Stephanie and McFoley talking. And Rollins gets added to the mix. And, yeah.
Basically, what happened was Mick Foley did not agree, saying that, Stephanie definitely knew what was going on, and Stephanie pleaded her case backstage that she did not know what was going on.
Oh yeah.
And Mick Foley was like, "Okay, I trust you." And
bullshit.
Then Rollins came out. He would just storm to the ring, and he was like, "Stephanie, I know this is bull." He kept saying, "Bull crap, bull crap, this is bull crap. I know you're behind this." And then Mick started defending Stephanie and saying all this crap, and then basically Steph just tells Rollins that he didn't do anything, or that she had nothing to do with Triple H coming out, and he just wasn't buying any of it.
Yeah, that's weird. That's almost like a face Rollins tactic, and everyone's saying that Rollins is the babyface in this situation. I'm like, you know what? I've always loved Rollins as a heel, but if he's going to transition now into the babyface, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I literally love him being the babyface in this situation, and Kevin Owens being the heel. Yeah. This is great.
And Owens went behind Stephanie. He's like, the only thing that you've reclaimed since you've come back is failure.
Oh man, I love it, love it, Michael.
I love it, Michael.
Love it.
So then, fucking Jericho comes out.
And he has a new shirt out, which we love and we want to get really bad.
Drink it in,
man.
On the front and on the back, it's the gift of Jericho, and it has him doing his pose.
I want that shirt so bad. It's on back order now until like after the 21st, so I'm gonna have to wait.
So they end up booking match between Rollins and Jericho for the opening set,
which is really good. That match was sick. Okay, this match lasted like almost 15 minutes, and I'm like, finally, we had some longer matches on Raw.
It was a good. Like, I wouldn't say it was like, the match.
Oh yeah, like match of the year and 4.0. But this was a good match for what Raw. We should be getting a Raw on a daily or a Monday, a weekly basis.
But that was like the only match that was actually worth watching.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought it was good. For the amount of time we got out of it and the amount of stuff we got out of it, it was really good. Good reversals back and forth. Good ending. Rollins with the win.
With the pedigree.
The pedigree. It kind of scares me with the pedigree all the time I see him do it. Because he just had like knee surgery and he got like 3 different things done to his knee. And he still continues to do the pedigree unless he's wearing some like doctor approval knee pads that for sure he can't get injured with them anymore.
It's like Roman Reigns with the body armor.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
the
body
armor
anymore.
Yeah. So it's interesting. But yeah, really good match. Jericho and Raw. At least it's weird because we would think Jericho would have won in this situation because of him burying people like the last like 6 months, but ends up losing for. Is this like the first time he's lost to a big superstar in a while?
Yeah, it is. And actually, sorry, Jericho didn't come out during this segment, but it was right after backstage.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember that.
He went up to Owens and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna get him. And then Owens is like, you better give him it. And then Jericho goes, yep, it.
God,
because you're my best friend and I'm gonna get him. And that's what he said. Like, how long is this gonna last for before they turn on each other?
I don't know, but for right now, this relationship is great. The bromance, as Michael Chow said, between these guys is fantastic.
Because they're both just assholes. It's
and
perfect.
Owens' new shirt, I got. That's literally gonna be the first thing I order next.
Too many shirts we want.
Yeah. And we don't.
We
don't
start
have
a pledge
funds.
for people
like,
to go.
We need to start our GoFundMe account
for all of our
for us to get our T-shirts. That's so bad. Guys, give us money so we can have shirts. Doesn't benefit you, but it benefits us.
Hey, other people do that.
Anyways, we'll move on. Bayley gets a match this week, so we're continuing with the Bayley on the main roster. I'm it. We got to see more diva action and more women's matches out of this. And Bayley faces Charlotte
backstage before the match happened.
God.
Charlotte and Dana Brooke are talking, and Dana's like,
"Don't worry, Charlotte. I'll never let you down again. Please give me one more chance."
So fake, so terrible.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte's like, you know what? I'm going to give you this notepad.
Yeah.
She gives her a clipboard, and says, take notes of how to win a match. So she gives Dana Brooke a clipboard, and she comes out.
She had a ringside, and like Bayley's like staring at her. She's like, "Oh no, I'm going to be writing on this clipboard here."
She looks like such a tool.
Oh God! So they had a match. Actually, a decent match. Bayley ends up winning, or sort of cleanly. I guess somewhat help from Dana because like she went to go punch Bayley and misses and hits Dana, and then
knocks the clipboard out of her hand.
Yeah, it causes Bayley to win with the belly to belly.
Bayley to belly, yep.
And then Bayley picks up her second win on Raw 2 weeks in a row. I think they're building this. I honestly think they're building because they're going to keep making Bayley win, and like basically it's going to be what she's going to use for her title shots. But look, I've been winning on Raw the last couple of weeks. I beat Charlotte
to make her credible for the title.
So
right?
Do we get Bayley in a title in the title picture like by the next pay-per-view, which will be Hell in the Cell, or are they going to wait till Survivor Series? And that's a long ways away. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Bayley from now until then, or what the current plans are. But Bayley's going to be in a title picture sooner than later, and it's going to be interesting to see if Sasha wins back her title. Does she go heel?
I hope so.
Because Sasha is a heel with the boss gimmick is like prime. When she was she faced Bayley at NXT TakeOver the first one, that was prime Sasha. Everyone loved that. So Sasha would have to go heel in this situation if Bayley was the next one in line for that title.
Or they could do the whole best friend versus best friend thing.
Oh, yeah, that could be
but
good,
then
too.
what do you do with Charlotte? Like, where does she go? Does she feud with Dana after?
Nia Jax. Dana, I mean, that's literally long overdue with these guys. That's going to be what happens at the end of this friendship. Charlotte is going to end up facing Dana Brooke in a match. And you know what? I'd be fine with that. We're getting more women's matches and more women's feuds.
And
or if Paige comes
I
back.
was going to say, what happens with your girl Paige? What does she do?
There we go. Feuds with Charlotte. I'd love to see that. Something.
Well, we find
or
out
maybe
later
Paige feuds with Bayley. Who knows?
We find out later what happens or what's going to happen at Clash of Champions with the title. But
so we'll move on to now has a double label. Last week was the worst of 7 series. This week, the Cesaro Buried Alive series.
Shout outs to Michael Chow for the new name of the series.
Cesaro fits Sheamus for the again, number 3 of the series. Cesaro with more tape on himself, more of that KT tape.
Now.
God, and he's playing. This is all fake. He's not actually injured. This is just storyline. And
Sheamus wins again.
Goes up
Same
3-0.
shit as all their other matches that they've
So
done.
this is so predictable now. It's not even funny.
And then they announced that they're going to have the 4th match at a live event, so we can't even see it.
Can't even see it. So they're making this series a little more interesting than what I thought. So they had it at the live event today, and Cesaro won. So
I don't even know how he won because we couldn't see it.
Yeah, so it's 3-1 Cesaro or Sheamus now. So there's 2 matches to go, and I'm thinking the conclusion is going to be at Clash of Champions. 3 more to go if Cesaro wins. Sorry.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, we've talked about it for like 5 weeks in a row.
Like we just want Cesaro to get out of this so he can either go to SmackDown or hopefully get some sort of title opportunity on Raw or something better than facing Sheamus for 100 times. We don't care about this series. No one cares, but no one at the live event even cared. It's now become something just, okay, hurry up and get this out of the way. We don't care anymore.
Like, we had 2 matches before the series even started of this.
What new can these guys do in a match that they haven't already done?
Cesaro might be able to find something new. Sheamus, there's no way in hell.
No. Sheamus has the same generic, boring moveset.
I'm calling this right now. This is going in the category for worst feud of the year.
God, it's probably going to win. It's probably going to win. Moving on, Shining Stars facing Enzo and Cass. This was the biggest disappointment of Raw, and it really pissed me off. So, tell me someone backstage in WWE what made you think it was a good idea for the Shining Stars to beat Enzo and Cass.
After Cass was just in the Fatal 4-Way for the title.
For the new title, you're going to make them lose to the Shining Stars. These fucking goons who no one loves and no one gives a shit about. And should have literally just left the company and not come back after the stupid Matadores gimmick that literally was probably the dumbest gimmick of the century.
What do you think of this gimmick? Is it better or worse?
This is worse. They're not... They should... Oh, man. I don't even... Why did they lose? Why? I need justification over why Enzo and Cass lost this week.
I guess that they have, since the New Day's feuding with the club, they don't have anything else for Enzo and Cass right now.
And you make them lose to the Shining Stars.
So they're gonna feud with the Shining Stars?
What great creative writing right there. I am amazed.
I think everyone on Twitter was like, what? Like, why? Why did they just lose to the Shining Stars? I guess if you do want to make the Shining Stars somewhat credible, you have them win. Even
so now they're going to feud with these guys? Like, it's just going to be a Clash of Champions match? Are they going to have a best of 7 series too? Like, what the fuck is this? Is Mick Foley just going to start booking people in best of 7 series because they don't know what to do with people anymore?
Yeah, or jobber squash matches.
God. Speaking of, getting to the one segment of the show, it's our new segment, the Squash segment of the weeks. And we have 3 this week for Raw.
Sponsored by the Milkman.
Sponsored by the Milkman. I don't know his Twitter handle, and I don't give a shit, so go check him out. Anyways, the Squash segment of the week, we got into the 3. We have 3 this week. Okay, we have a third one, which is going to surprise everybody, and I got a lot of rant talk about that one. We'll start off with Nia Jax. Her squashie this week squashette is Anna Esposito. Okay.
No relation to Phil Esposito?
I don't know.
Player?
But I hope not.
She was actually pretty hot, I'm not going to lie. She was a pretty hot jobber.
She's friends with Alicia Fox.
Yes, they did a thing before the match where they showed like a Twitter picture of her and Alicia Fox, and Alicia tweeting out and saying, I'm looking forward to my friend's debut tonight. So we're like, okay, what's gonna happen here?
She actually got some moves in.
Got some moves in.
The first jobber so far to get some moves on Nia Jax. So this is something to talk about a little bit. Some news.
But then after Nia Jax just takes over and squashes
Just
her.
squash the shit out of her.
The best part of this match was the aftermath. Was backstage when whatever her name is getting treatment in the doctor's office and the trainer's room, and then Alicia Fox comes out and Nia Jax and her kind of like confront each other, and Alicia Fox starts throwing shit at her, and so
yeah, the old crazy Alicia Fox we remember. So a potential feud looming here. Bless you.
Thinking about it's getting me all emotional over here.
I would be too. I mean, Nia Jax is having a potential feud, ladies and gentlemen.
You
heard this here first. With someone on the roster, not a jobber feud. Someone on the roster. So a potential feud looming for Alicia Fox and Nia Jax. Yeah. Thank you, God.
And Alicia Fox is actually a decent wrestler. Like, she's not bad.
She's agile. She's got the agility. She's got like the flexibility to be a really good sort of
it'll be a good first feud for Nia Jax to go over in, to like say like, okay, I finally beat like a credible diva somewhere.
She reminds me of like Michelle McCool's type of like style of wrestling, just that tall woman who can still pull off some moves that tall women like her shouldn't be able to do. So we don't give a lot of credit to Alicia Fox, but when she has time to do stuff and they let her do some stuff, maybe we'll see more now with her possible feud with Nia Jax.
I just hope it's not going to be a squash.
No,
you know,
like Rusev facing like Jack Swagger.
Yeah,
something like
that. At least have Alicia get some moves in to actually make it look like a decent match.
Yeah,
but thumbs up to that. I'm happy that's finally happening.
Next squasher segment: Braun Strowman versus Sin Cara.
Oh my God.
So it's not a jobber this week though. We get someone from the main roster, and it's not really a squash.
Sin Cara was he was getting some moves in, but then the way this match ended just made no sense whatsoever.
Like, no sense whatsoever.
Braun Strowman basically whips Sin Cara out of the ring and hits him into the barricade, and then rolls back in the ring, and the ref counts to 10, and Sin Cara gets counted out.
And Braun Strowman's like, ending.
He's like pointing to his head like, look, I did something smart. I'm not just a big muscle guy.
Is this a feud? Someone tell me out there if this is a feud or not.
This makes Braun Strowman look so weak that he can't even beat Sin Cara without him.
He's got to throw him out of the ring, make him get counted out.
Why? They finally give him someone on the main roster, and then they do that.
I don't think there's someone on the main roster that's like big enough to like make a feud interesting with this guy. And don't say it. Don't say Big Show.
I was gonna say my boy Mark Henry, but
or Mark Henry. I mean, they're both not going to be. They can't. They're part timers now. They're not going to be around. It's just I don't know what the hell we go with Braun Strowman for the future of this match or just the future of his career. Like they got to do something. He was fine with the Wyatts, but now he's got to be on his own. It's really bad.
It's gonna get stale really fast if he.
And like, where the fuck is Luke Harper?
He's still injured.
He's been Stefan Robidud. You don't know where he is, and people are not talking about him.
Well, apparently, actually, I heard something from this week. He's going down to the Fort Performance Center to start training again.
Wow, he's like the one out of all the Whites that needs the least training. That's what I don't get. You keep Eric Rowan up, but you send Luke Harper down. Someone is ass backwards backstage, man. This is retarded.
I think it's for like a rehab stint, though. It's not because.
Okay, I thought it's because you need more conditioning.
I think it's like a rehab stint.
God, I hope so. Anyways, third part of the segment this week, and is really shocker. Bo Dallas squashed someone. Yeah, that's right. Bo fucking Dallas, the guy who, if you heard in recent news, got arrested for public intox
on a plane.
Even
got
worse.
Thrown off the plane because he was singing the Lion King song.
Yeah, and like. He was in the terminal. They arrested him for public intox because he was way too drunk to even drive.
Fuck you to the security guard.
So, is this not? I want to random. Is this not under the wellness policy at all? Is this written zero and like nowhere? First of all, you're in public. You're representing the company, and now you're getting arrested where everyone can see you getting arrested. TMZ reported on it, so now everybody fucking knows. Why is this guy getting a match on Raw and winning?
You would think that he would be getting jobbed by somebody like Braun Strowman or something.
Shouldn't he be suspended? What the hell is this? What is this saying to the wellness policy that you're allowed to go out and get drunk
Get thrown off.
Get thrown off a plane and not get suspended. But if you take some sort of steroid or some sort of drug to help you with your ADD, you have to get suspended. I don't understand. Why? How is he not suspended? As much as I like Bo Dallas, this is really stupid. He needs a 30-day suspension and take his time because literally, you can't just be exempt from this shit.
And now he's got like a new, like, serious, somewhat Bo gimmick.
And everyone's like loving over. I'm like, guys, yeah, this would be awesome if he had his punishment first and then came back and did this because this is not fair. You just took away time from people on Raw. You don't deserve to be on TV right now.
Leaving Bo.
I believe that he should have been suspended.
Especially the way that it happened, like getting thrown off an airplane. Like, that's a serious offense.
And he faced a jobber this being Kyle Roberts, who the hell that is. I don't know if he's related to Justin Roberts. And this was like a jab at him. He squashed him.
And he has a new finisher.
Great. Okay. I can't rant about this anymore. This is really just make me mad. So, we know another segment, which is going to make me laugh. And I'm happy to talk about the New Day / Old Day segment with the club.
See, what I don't understand with, like, I love the club, but, like, they retired, like, one team. And now they think they own a retirement home. And they call it Old Fart.
Yeah.
With the abbreviation.
Yeah. They're great, okay?
Wow.
The club has literally become one of the... They're like the same humor level as the New Day. It's so funny
that they actually have some mic skills.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, they weren't like this in New Japan, so I love seeing this now in WWE.
I've heard mixed feelings about this. Some people don't like it. They think
why? This is so good.
They think it's like Vince McMahon humor.
Oh my god!
No, I'm happy the club's actually on the mic, just not being cue ball, destroying everyone.
What were they like 4 weeks ago? No one even gave a shit about the club. Now, like, they're getting so much attention. This is crazy, and I like the way they're doing this right here.
Yeah.
So. Really, really good segment. Fucking one of the most priceless segments I've ever seen.
They have the Old Day come out with like these 3 guys and like a walker, a cane, and they're supposed to be Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods.
In like the future when they go into a retirement home, or like the future when they lose after Clash of Champions, because they suddenly become that old.
Yeah, they're not even old. I'm pretty sure the club's older than they are.
Yeah,
but like they come out and they're trying to do like the dance and stuff, and like they're like. They just can't do anything.
I was hoping Dana Brooke, too, with the club. Like I said last week, like she's a perfect manager for them. They need to continue that. They did need to continue with her being with Charlotte this week. She should have stuck with the club because that's like the perfect spot for her right now. I don't understand. They need that third guy. Again, it looked awkward. They need a third member. And you're going up against a team that has 3 guys. It's not the same as much as like Xavier Woods, the hype guy and the front man, the guy who doesn't really wrestle all the time. You need a third. They need like that guy for the club
or that woman manager
or that woman exactly.
I don't know if Dana Brooke's a man or woman, but with those muscles, I never know. But yeah, this was a pretty funny segment. And then New Day interrupts, and they come out.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I just stubbed my toe right now.
Yeah, he feels like the Old Day right now.
God, that hurt on the table, the corporate desk right here. Jesus.
The Old Day over here. So they come out, and they basically just laugh their ass off, saying like, "What is this? Like, are you guys kidding me? This is a joke." And they end up just like fighting after.
This match is going to be good. I think it's going to be interesting to see. And now I don't know who's going to this could be the time where New Day finally loses the tag team titles. But again, there's now, as weeks approaching the Clash of Champions, now I'm seeing them going like, okay, maybe they're actually going to keep them again. Like, who knows? I don't know when the New Day are going. This doesn't look like the perfect time for them to lose the titles. But then again, WWE could be playing it that way, so it's a really big surprise if the club wins. Mm-hmm. So
I think the club needs the titles right now.
Yeah, they need to get a little bit more credible in it. But again, I think it's the manager spot. Oh, you know what would be awesome if Paul Heyman was their manager.
Yeah,
and they became Paul Heyman guys. That would be unfreaking believable.
Because they don't even have anyone that could be a leader for them right now.
No, Styles is on SmackDown. Styles would be the perfect leader, but he's on SmackDown. Finn Balor's injured. So, literally, I hope it's not just like them trying to write shit for them like every month, and like the original plan was with Finn Balor.
Interesting thought. When Finn Balor comes back, since Rollins is a face, does Finn become a heel and then have the?
There you go. That's probably. But it's going to be interesting to see how long Rollins keeps the face
Yeah.
and stays babyface. But yeah, that segment, Prime, probably one of the only highlights of Raw.
I liked it.
Get into Darren Young
worst
versus
parts
Jinder
of Raw.
Mahal.
Don't hinder Jinder was actually getting some moves in this match.
This is bullshit. Because WWE is hindering Jinder hardcore right now. Okay? Why is this, first of all, why is this match happening twice? This match happened last week, and we're seeing it again this week. Freaking this week, Mahal dominates. Kills it. And still loses.
Just the gut check out of nowhere, and then...
He's dominated him, and then a gut check out of nowhere, and he loses. Okay, that's not going to make Darren Young great again.
And Titus O'Neil was on commentary. Crickets everywhere.
Literally, I could have listened to Nails on a Chalkboard, and that would have sounded pleasant than that crap. But Titus comes out after, and it looks like he's going to attack Bob Backlund, and then Darren Young steps in front of him and steps up for Backlund. They start brawling. Referees come out and trying to make this feud more interesting, and it's literally getting stale and staler and staler every goddamn
Titus
week.
O'Neil, tries to run up the
feud
ramp
is more stale than stale bread that's been left out for a year. That's how stale this feud has become.
They tried to brawl on the ramp, and Titus O'Neil fell down the ramp, and his loafers came off, and it was just...
Oh, God.
It was bad.
This is bad.
They're shoving this feud down our throats that no one...
I hate it because it had so much potential in the beginning, and I was so all over this feud, but now it's just become shit.
We've added another candidate to worst feud of the year.
Yep. Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. Surprisingly, that's probably a surprising nomination because this has so much potential to be better, and it's not. No one even care? Look at the freaking make Darren Young great again gimmick. We saw weekly vignettes about this, and they instantly forgot it 2 weeks after he came back.
Yep.
It's completely gone. No one gives a shit about that. They don't even hype that anymore. I don't understand. This is probably the stalest piece of crap work I've ever seen. Ever.
It's almost as bad as spoiled milk.
So after we got woken up by something, and everyone literally all day has been trying to figure out what the hell was going on, Sasha Banks tweets out the most cryptic, saddest tweet of all time.
As Sasha Broken Banks, as her Twitter handle said.
When Mark Henry did that, it wasn't even cryptic. It literally meant he was going to retire. When Sasha Banks said, oh God, Sasha Unbroken Banks. That's I love all the jabs that we're having at Matt Hardy. This is great.
But on that day she was Sasha Broken Banks.
Yeah. So she tweets out, "You shouldn't settle for what's expected. The boss is gonna be on Raw tonight, and I got some bad news. Legit boss always."
I was scared. She got me.
So literally, you read that, and you know what's going on with her back injury, and everyone's like, "Fuck, she's retiring. This is it." We're not Sasha Banks. They definitely found something else, and it's probably in her vertebrae or something. And now she's done wrestling. That would have sucked.
And they kept showing the thing where Charlotte dropped her in the corner that I kept talking about. How it was so
literally that was literally the biggest tease of life. And Sasha's your girl, right? And I'm not a hater of Sasha. I like Sasha. This made me get the butterflies. I was losing my mind too. I did not want this to happen
because her career just
I can
started.
only imagine what you were going through when you're waiting for that segment to come on.
I didn't want to watch it, to be honest. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't.
When you were watching her talk, how much was your heart racing? I
was sitting there this,
beating out of your chest, and
I was almost ready to cry, to be honest.
So she comes out, she starts talking about the women's revolution, and she's getting very emotional, and people are like, oh no.
She does that every time.
But yeah, guys, relax. She just gets emotional because she talks about the women's revolution. She loves women's wrestling. And then she gets into her back injury, and people are like, oh no. And she's sobbing, and we were like, oh, she's going to retire. And then Dana Brooks' entrance comes out. Starts, and then she comes out.
God.
Oh man, she starts bad-mouthing Sasha, saying she's going to finish the job Charlotte started. She tries to hit Sasha reverse into the bank segment, and she taps out. People going nuts. Sasha grabs the mic saying the bad news isn't for you. It's for Charlotte because at Clash of Champions, I'm getting my title back. Ooh, so Sasha's coming back, and it's officially set, the Women's Championship match at Clash of Champions, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte.
I love this because she's coming back, but don't ever do that to me again. I could not handle that again.
That was literally a lot to handle. If I was Paige, I'd be losing my shit. I would have been like dying. Like I would have been dead.
Does she have to do that to me? Why? Anyway, I'm glad she's back. I can't believe that she's not going to be out longer with that back injury. To be honest.
Question about this that I want to bring up is Dana Brooke going to have any influence into this match, or going to be a part of this match, or does she get banned from ringside again?
I think she's just going to be a stooge again and end up fucking Charlotte over. Maybe.
Or fucking Sasha Banks over? Question mark?
Maybe. I mean, as much as I want Sasha to win, I think they're still going to shove the Charlotte down our throats again and have her retain the title.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that's what I said about on Monday Night Raw when they had their match and Sasha won the title and I went ballistic. But
oh man, that was nuts. I went ballistic when Owens won. You won it when Sasha won. It's been a good year so far.
Yep.
Anyways.
Kind of.
Yeah,
kind of. Our other favorites have been suspended.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That makes me upset. Going to the main event of Raw, speaking of favorites, my boy Kevin Owens facing Sami Zayn, which could have had potential to be a good match, but this literally felt like they were holding back like hardcore.
I felt like it was rushed too.
Like this, it just didn't feel like an Owen Zayn type of match.
They've had like really good matches in the past. This was probably
they're even doing stuff where I remember them doing in their previous matches. I'm like, okay, we've already seen this before by these two guys. So it just felt like they're holding back. But maybe they're doing this for a reason. Maybe this is because future feud, maybe
again,
or future title feud. I mean, it's coming to Toronto Survivor Series, Canadian versus Canadian. Who knows?
Yep. It was not the best.
Owens wins this match, regardless. Then Reigns comes out.
So
Roman Reigns, we almost made it through all of Raw without Roman Reigns. But no, he's got to show his big, dumb, ugly face at the end of the show and get the most rewarded opportunity of life. How? How does this guy get suspended 30 days and get rewarded with the U.S. title shot, and now gets rewarded with the Universal Championship match in that Fatal 4-Way, and now gets another shot because Foley comes out and books Reigns versus Owens next week, and if Reigns wins, he gets added to the title match at Clash of Champions and it becomes a triple threat.
Why does he?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why does he even get involved?
What has he done to have countless Universal Championship opportunities? What the fuck has he done? I will wait for someone to give me a list or a point form list of why Roman Reigns deserves to be in the title picture. I will wait for that. If you guys have it, put it in the comment section or tweet at us because I actually want to know why you think Roman Reigns deserves a title opportunity. And I bet you I'll get 0 responses because no one agrees with me.
Why can't we just have Owens versus Rollins?
Everyone agrees with me. Sorry.
Why can't we just have the one-on-one match?
Yeah, Owens versus Rollins would have been perfectly fine.
But Reigns is going to probably win this match. Unless, I hope to God, Rusev comes back.
Or Seth Rollins does something.
But Rollins is like somewhat of a face
I don't think
now.
Rusev's going to come back. He tweeted out 2 days ago that he has a 21-day honeymoon with
I was wondering
Lana.
where the fuck he was.
Yeah, he's on a honeymoon. This is clarification, guys. Forgot to bring this up. So, Rusev is on a long, almost month-long honeymoon with Lana.
I would take a 5-month honeymoon with Lana if I could.
I would just quit. Be like, fuck, my life is set. Yep. You can stay, honey. I'll stay home.
So is he going to have a U.S. title match at Clash of Champions? Like, what's going to go happen?
I don't know. This might be... It's supposed to be a pay-per-view where all the titles get defended, yet looking at... Mr. Honeymoon over here said he's going to miss it. So who knows? I hope not, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Maybe
Rusev does come back next week and it sets up for their Clash of Champions match. That would make sense.
Knowing WWE though and how much they love Roman Reigns, they strip Rusev of the title and just give it to Roman Reigns.
They just give it to him. Yeah, you can't be. You know what? That's it. It's like Clash of Champions comes around. Nope, he's not here. He's not defending his title. That means you need to go or you need to get your title stripped. And Roman Reigns, here you go. You can have it.
Yep.
Throw a dog another bone.
And he'll win the Universal title that same night too. And
and he'll be the Universal United States champion.
Roman Reigns booking right there.
Yeah. So Raw, interesting. Interestingly bad. I'll put that. Interestingly bad this week. I give Raw a 2 out of 5 this week.
I'm giving it 3 for Sasha.
Oof. All right, but I'm giving it 2 out of 5. So move on to Tuesday night Smackdown Live. Who needs to get rid of the live, please, because it's starting to fade away now. And we know it's live, okay? Yeah. Okay, you don't call it Raw Live.
Raw Live.
Call it just Raw. We can call it SmackDown.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Backlash Live.
Backlash Live. Clash Champions Live. SummerSlam Live. WrestleMania Live. No, we gotta get rid of the live. So we got into SmackDown.
Yeah, and before we start this, I'm going to be honest, I did not watch SmackDown live this week.
You watched it.
Yes, unfortunately.
I half watched it live and half highlighted it.
But honestly, it didn't look like I missed much.
And we didn't. We didn't miss much at all. It literally was shit this week. I'll even say it before we even get into the review. It was shit this week leading up into this is the Go Home SmackDown for Backlash, their first branded pay-per-view since who knows how long, and they did fuck all to promote anything and to boost up any matches for this Sunday.
Like they literally... Why am I excited for any of these matches? I'm not.
No, they can't give me any reasons why to get excited for Backlash now.
I don't care. Like, besides the women's...
If my power went out, I'd be like, whatever, I'll watch it tomorrow.
The only thing I want to see is the women's six-pack challenge. That's it.
Literally.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything else.
Yeah?
I don't care.
Nope, don't
It should
care.
be called Backlash. I don't care.
Don't care, Lash.
Yeah. We get into the opening segment, and it's all women are in the ring with Daniel Bryan,
Yep.
and they got the title in the middle.
Yep.
And, actually, sorry, it was only the three heels and Becky.
Yep.
So we had Carmella, Alexa,
Yeah.
and Natalia in the ring. And
it's so weird seeing Natty as a heel, though. After years and years of seeing her as a face, this is honestly like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
She still talks like a face, though.
Yeah,
like,
she doesn't have that heel persona. It's so awkward.
Why are we talking about everyone else? We should be talking about the Queen of Hearts. Like,
God,
neat. So then we get
very neat.
Becky tries to turn all the heels against each other, and at one point, this was a great spot in the segment where Carmella calls Alexa Bliss Polly Pocket.
Oh my God, I remember those. Yeah,
and Sasha just turns to her.
Some feistiness from Carmella.
Yeah, sorry, I called Alexa
to your girl.
Sasha.
Wow,
they're both my girls, so whatever.
So
Alexa turns to her and gives her the resting bliss face, just like, what the fuck?
The
did you just call me?
resting bliss face.
And then Natty just goes, "Hey, listen, Becky's doing this on purpose," and Becky's like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not." It was kind of funny on Becky's part. No, I'm not doing that. And so they all just start trying to come at Becky. And then, of course, Naomi and Nikki Bella come out for the save. Great.
Yeah, great.
Setting up another 6-woman tag that we've seen for the 4th.
Wow. That's so different. I love watching SmackDown for all their craziness and tag team
Unpredictable
matches.
matches.
Oh, my God. A tag team match on SmackDown? That's
love
unheard of.
Why is
No
Teddy
way.
Long? Is Teddy Long a creative behind SmackDown?
I think Teddy Long is the creative behind SmackDown 100%. He's the one that thought of the tag team tournament.
As much as I want to see this 6-pack challenge, and the only good thing right now is the Carmella and Nikki thing, and we still don't know why.
Yeah, they haven't even explained to us for the 3rd straight week. We don't know why they've been fighting each other. They didn't explain shit.
But that's the only feud that's going on between the 6 of them. Like, as much as I love
guys,
them,
if you know out there why or have an opinion of why these guys are fighting, let us know. Because I honestly am stumped to shit. And Carmella's my girl. I don't know why. I don't.
But I think it was because Nikki pinned her at SummerSlam. Maybe
No,
I don't know.
maybe. Sure.
So that they book that match for later. Next, we get Miz versus Apollo Crews, and before the match, they have a backstage segment with Shane and Daniel Bryan, and then, of course, Miz and Maurice come in, and Miz starts talking about how he shouldn't be facing a loser like Dolph Ziggler on Sunday, and he doesn't deserve that. He should get the night off or whatever.
Now we're going back to status quo Miz and the original Miz, the boring Miz we don't like. Where was the fiery Miz we got 2 weeks on Talking Smack is how we should be getting the Miz.
They put the fire out
every week.
Done.
Now it's done. It's boring now. It's back to staleness. Like, what the hell?
Everyone was talking about it. And, and then basically they say if you don't go out and wrestle against Dolph Ziggler, we will strip you of the title right now. So Miz got all pissed off, and they end up booking him in a match with Apollo Crews. Rematch of SummerSlam.
And again, like what I said about Apollo Crews before, like they could do big with him, but they made him lose this week. He loses to the Miz. I know he's the Intercontinental Champion. He's got to look like a champion and get that, that fire back behind him. But no, not against Apollo Crews. No, this was really badly booked.
And Apollo Crews loses again.
Yeah, terribly booked. I don't know what to do with Apollo Crews at this point. It sucks. Unless you're going to push him for the world title after this, then send him to NXT.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he needs a manager. I don't know.
It's so hard.
Because
they
haven't really given him any mic time. They just let him spell out his last name.
I can't honestly think of anything right now what to do with Apollo Crews.
Nah, he's a spelling bee now. You can go in a spelling bee.
Why not?
So that match happened, brutal. Next we had a Bray Wyatt promo.
Which, you know what, it was typical Bray Wyatt promo again this week, but that feud's even worse, because that's just like...
It's rushed.
It's too rushed. They had so much potential with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and they've ruined it. Again, another flame extinguished right there.
They could have done it like the Brock Lesnar feud and had it go for weeks and weeks, but nope. The only thing that I saw Bray Wyatt say was, at Backlash, the Predator becomes prey.
Cool.
The King of Kings.
Wow.
Thanks, Bray.
Thank you, Randy Orton.
And apparently backstage after that, Randy Orton had an interview on his own. I don't know what he said.
I don't care. I didn't see it, but I don't care. Because it's probably dumb. And some guy called him. And he got to it with some guy on Twitter. Some guy like called him out or something, and he called him an asshole. Like literally wrote the word asshole in a tweet to this guy, and this guy's like, "I can't wait for the WWE
social media team
to take that one down." And then Randy Orton just replies, "Social media team, laugh out loud."
Randy Orton's...
Oh, what a savage move by Randy Orton!
But I don't know what he said in the interview. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. So we'll move on. Then we get the 6-woman tag match.
God,
that I saw the last 2 minutes thanks to WWE. They only post like 2-minute highlight videos.
Hey, I actually saw this match in its entirety. It was okay. It got me a little pumped up for the 6-match challenge, just because what some divas can do or some woman can do in that type of match.
Is it a one pin thing?
It's elimination.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So that's why I'm actually really, really excited for that, because that's going to be really interesting to see who's going to be the last 2 or the last 3.
We'll get into that in our prediction video.
Yeah.
But this match ended with Carmella pinning Nikki Bella. With the submitting.
Yes.
What is her finisher called? What is it?
Oh, they said it, and I don't like it. That's why I don't remember it, because I literally don't want it called that. They should just call it the Fabulous Lock or something like that.
Yeah. It looks pretty brutal, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Made Nikki Bella tap, the former Divas champion. Yeah, my girl Bay Mella.
But hey, there was a big assist from my girl Alexa Bliss.
I think that was botched. That looked
not
really
botched.
I don't know what was that.
She broke up a pin. You can't botch that.
She did like a backflip thingy. That it just looked awkward. I don't know what it was.
But she broke up the pin anyway. Carmella was going to lose. She was getting pinned 1, 2, 3 to Nikki.
Nah, I don't think so.
Can you give me a thank you for that?
I think she's going to kick out of that. Yeah. Like 2.5, she's going to do like the John Cena kick out.
Polly Pocket saved her, okay?
Polly Pocket saved. Thank you, Polly Pocket. All right, we'll move on.
Next, we got American Alpha versus the Usos. This was probably one of the only good things that happened.
I can't agree with this was a good thing. I still find it's going to have to grow on me. I'm just one of those people. I can't see the Usos as a heel.
But they were getting booed already because because they were Roman Reigns' cousins.
But like the way they act, when I see them do heel tactics, I'm like, oh, it's so awkward.
So American Alpha won the match, and then afterwards the Usos just like brutally attacked them afterwards.
Which led to a injury, but it's not real, everyone. Relax. It's all storyline.
This one's a storyline.
Chad Gable is hurt for the next 3 weeks. And
they did like a flying Uso splash onto the back of his leg.
So they're officially out of the finals. And now they're going to have a second chance match at Backlash between the Hype Bros and the Usos.
Yep, due to the fact that Rhino and Slater,
that they made it to the finals. Another,
they beat the Hype Bros.
Is this still a predictable tournament now?
Well, Rhino's doing all the work. Like he's just getting his ass kicked, and then Rhino comes in and gores for the win.
But good for Rhino, man. This guy's getting weekly television time and now having matches too. Yep. Like good for this guy. We seen him not even like a couple months ago in a freaking 1,000 seat convention center wrestling for House of Hardcore.
It wasn't even 1,000. It was probably like 300.
And like he was in the middle of the card. So, like, good for this guy. Like, he's come a long way, and he's had a good career. So, yeah, Slater and Rhino picking up the win against the Hype Bros. Now, the Hype Bros are getting a second chance match against the Usos at Backlash, and the winner of that will face Slater and Rhino for the inaugural Smackdown Tag Team Championship.
It makes sense, because this is the only way they could have American Alpha not win the titles.
Yeah, and I think they're going to save them for, like, Survivor Series, probably, or the next SmackDown pay-per-view, maybe, for their win, for American Alpha. I think they're definitely going to wait for that.
I think Heath and Rhino lose it the day later if they win.
You think so?
I think so.
Who do you think? We'll get into that into the prediction video. But anyways, yeah.
And then we get a pointless Fandango segment where he's teaching random people in Kansas City how to dance. He gets this woman in the ring, and then he's about to bring a guy in the ring, and then It's Gotta Be Kane comes out. What, are they literally finding no other way to put Kane on TV? They have him with the Milkman last week, straight down to his tighty whities, and now they have him in a dance contest with Fandango, because apparently Tyler Breeze was getting some new fur or something in the, I don't know where, his seasonal residence and wherever the hell he is. So we have Kane come out, Mr. Irrelevant Get Off My TV himself, as another podcaster likes to say. Kane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sleeping there. What was going on? Something about mains? Janes? What? Oh, no, Kane. Oh, that boring shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Why in the blue hell do we get Kane on our TVs every goddamn week with pointless shit we don't need? We don't need Kane on TV anymore. He's done everything possibly he can in his career. We don't need him to see him come out and chokeslam someone and leave anymore. Why? Why the hell is we get this? What person backstage thinks it's a good idea to waste time every Tuesday night about this shit?
They should just have another intra-promotional match with Braun Strowman versus Kane.
I fucking cannot believe this.
So poor Fandango, he could actually wrestle. But no, they have him in a dance contest.
Where in the blue hell is Tyler Breeze?
He was like I said, he was apparently at his seasonal residence.
I have nothing to say to that.
This was almost as bad as the Milkman segment. I wouldn't say it was worse, but it was up there.
They're so bad. I don't know if it's because I'm tired today, but it's so bad I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's gotta be Kane.
It's gotta be get the fuck off my TV.
And I guess that was the main event match, because the main event was Styles and Ambrose
segment promo, which interestingly made sense. I don't think it should have ended SmackDown with a promo. If they're going to do that, there should have been more than that. And Styles got kicked in the balls by Dean Ambrose. They could have, again, another thing that they could have done more with, that they only had 2 weeks to do, and they had a spot right there where they could have done something big, but they didn't. They just didn't pull the trigger, and what happened made sense.
But they keep talking about the whole balls thing. Like, that's leading up to the WWE World Title match.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Their main title on the show, and the center of attraction of Backlash.
I don't care about this match. Like, as much as I want to see Styles win, and I want to care about it, I think
I'm not only going to care about like the end of that match at Backlash. Unless they have something in plan for this match, I have no excitement for it. I have no drive to watch this match. I just want Styles to win. It's something you just want to. It's one of those matches where you just want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Almost this entire pay-per-view is just something you want to just get out of the way.
And it's going to be the main event.
Unfucking believable. I can't believe that. But guys, getting to the last segment of the show. Our semi-favorite part of the show is because of the intro songs. Why is our favorite part of the show? The WWE Headlines. Welcome to WWE Headlines, ladies and gentlemen, the part of the show where we talk about any important news in the WWE. And we have 4 topics this week. So one extra topic. Number 1, NXT screws Southern Ontario.
Oh my God. Wow.
What happened, guys? So, as you've heard in the previous podcast, we were supposed to go to NXT St. Catharines, and it was supposed to go to Kitchener, it was supposed to go to Toronto in like the end of September-ish. Yep. And I get an email one morning about a week ago, or less than that, saying that your event has been canceled. And I'm like, what? So I go and check, and yes, they canceled the St. Catharines, the Kitchener, and they canceled the Toronto NXT live events because NXT is coming to Toronto for TakeOver in November. Why cancel these live events? They're 2 months apart. Why couldn't you just announce that NXT Toronto TakeOver is happening? Why did you have to cancel these live events? It makes literally 0 sense.
You could have still had the live events.
I don't understand.
I think, honestly, I hear a lot of people saying they just baited us on purpose to, just
see what the draw was going to be.
Yep, we're all from all the different areas.
I'm so pissed off. I was so excited for that NXT live event. I was literally angry beyond belief.
Apparently, St. Catharines, from what I heard, was the only one that was sold out.
Wow.
Kitchener and the Toronto one at Maple Leaf Gardens were not sold out.
God, I am so cheesed. I hope they come back like they said they promised they would. Like
Ty Dillinger returning home does not get to come home now.
No, they just screwed Ty Dillinger as well.
Like always.
He's a perfect 10, WWE. What are you doing?
So now we get a takeover event, but it's going to be like double the price now because it's going to be at the.
Why didn't they give us a That's one thing. Why the hell did they not give us a discount? They're like, oh, we're sorry for your troubles, but here's a pre-sale code that we're going to put on the public internet for everybody to see. Just because of your troubles, and we'll give you your money back. How about you don't? How about you give us our money back, and then you give us a special discount code for discounted tickets to this event because you just fucked us out of a live event.
Everyone that actually bought the ticket should get some kind of compensation.
It's so dumb. I can't believe they gave us no compensation for that. So now we have to force the pre-order, and I spent a long time even getting these tickets. I spent like an hour and a half trying to get these tickets because Ticketmaster is retarded. So now we got this shit. So I want to go to TakeOver Toronto, and I'm probably going to eventually just swallow my pride and just buy the tickets.
Like, as happy as we are that Toronto's actually getting some shows now and getting some credible shows, TakeOver is going to be unbelievable. I'm sure it's going to be great, but it's going to be so expensive now.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to see what the ticket prices are. No. Definitely not.
So thanks, WWE.
Yeah. Moving on to some more news. Cody Rhodes is on his way to TNA Wrestling, apparently.
Yeah, I saw him in a picture with Jericho and somebody else on the roster. I can't remember who, like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I think I heard about that. But yeah, Cody Rhodes is on his way to Impact Wrestling, maybe to feud with Damian Sandow that's over there.
What is Cody Dust doing in the...
What is Cody Dust doing in the Impact Zone? But Cody Rhodes on his way to TNA. Interesting. All right, maybe he'll be broken Cody Rhodes.
No, he'll be grotesque Cody Rhodes.
Grotesque Cody Rhodes, yeah.
Bring back the Rhodes Scholars.
That'd be great. Also, a little bit of news. People thought and been hearing some rumors around Wade Barrett. He is not going to Ring of Honor, ladies and gentlemen. That is confirmed now that he's not going. Everyone can calm their tits about it. I guess if anyone was excited about him going to Ring of Honor, he is not going. So, anyways. Next bit of news, Kurt Hawkins will be making his official SmackDown debut next week.
Oh, why?
The Kurt Hawkins and his Kurt Hawkins facts. I think this is literally another jab at Matt Hardy. They're literally making Kurt Hawkins like the version 1 Matt Hardy of SmackDown back in the day with the facts thing. I literally think it's another jab at that. And you know what? As much as you hate it, this could be something good. This could be. We'll have to wait to see what his in-ring wrestling has become, if it's gotten better. We'll have to see.
I don't want to talk about Kurt Hawkins anymore. Last
bit of news, and this really pisses me off, and I hate talking about it because if it happens, I'm going to be probably the most upset person in the world. I don't know how it's going to affect me in this podcast, but WWE threatens to fire Paige.
This is ridiculous.
And this is the reason. Mark Carrano, if you guys don't know who he is, he's usually the backstage guy that all the divas talk to on Total Divas.
Yes.
He approached both of them and apparently harassed them about their relationship. And even said to them that it was indicated that the office wanted them to sever the relationship. He wanted Mark to sever the relationship and make sure that they broke up. But so WWE also went in and stepped in and made them get drafted to separate brands in the WWE draft. They also went as far as threatening to fire Paige if she didn't break up with Alberto Del Rio.
That's fucked up. You can't do that in any job. You can't tell someone to
isn't this like just workplace harassment? Like, you can't do that. Like, this is such bullshit. You're forcing two people who love each other apart.
Del Rio is in a bad place with the company.
Yeah. You can't threaten it and like take it out on Paige as well. This is really like bad business by WWE.
Are you really going to do this to one of your top women talents?
Literally. And if this happens and Paige ends up quitting the company, I'm going to lose my shit. If Paige comes back and just keeps getting jobs as a punishment, I'm going to be so mad.
I don't understand. They gave her the suspension, and now they want to do this. It's just like they're basically forcing her out at this point.
Oh, I hope not. I've you guys. It's like one of your favorite wrestlers happening to him. Like you don't know. It sucks so much. You Paige fans out there who feel my pain. This is really bad. I'm so mad at WWE for that. I lost. That is just so disrespectful.
She's got such a long career ahead of her too.
So I hope she makes a smart decision here, okay, and doesn't do anything stupid. I hope not. She's just from watching Total Divas, she's done some stupid stuff in the past.
Now,
So
if this was actually true and they actually went through with this bullcrap dilemma, would she break up? Do you think she would break up with Del Rio or stay with the company?
well, she has to break up with Del Rio to stay with the company.
Would she stay with the company or break up with Del Rio?
If I were her and make the smart decision, I'd say stay with the company. But depending on how much her love for Del Rio is, she's probably going to leave. And I'll be the saddest person in the world. I'm probably going to lock myself in my room, cry for days on end.
Yeah, with your Paige shrine that will no longer be.
I love Paige. I love her so much.
But this does not. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you have a beef with the guy who she's dating with. It's not fair. Mm-hmm. It's not.
Yep. So yeah, guys, those are your headlines and WWE headlines for this week, and that's gonna do it for the Lowdown show, guys, this week. So yeah, SmackDown. I forgot to give that a rating actually. SmackDown, I'm giving it a 1.5. So Raw barely won, but it was still bad. I'm giving
them a tie.
A tie. Ooh.
Okay. They neither of them were winners. Okay, let's just put it that way.
Okay. Anyways, guys, that's finally going to do it for the Lowdown Show, Brand Wars on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast. Your Canadian-based WWE podcast that discusses reviews Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown from the past week, as well as our Twitter poll segment, the Luke Gallows polls, and WWE headlines, reading any important news and the WWE, and of course your tweets and questions out there. I hope we've answered them all for you. If we missed some, we apologize. So yeah, if you want to keep sending us in, guys, keep sending us your tweets at noholdsbarredwp on Twitter. Every week, the Lowdown Show is broadcasted live on Spreaker, except for this show. I forgot to mention that we are not live at Spreaker.com/NHBWP, and after it is done, it is posted on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spreaker in full. If you would like to join in the conversation, have your thoughts, questions, or opinions read on the podcast, tweet us at noholdsbarredwp, as I said before, or by leaving a comment on YouTube in the comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters. As always, and every week, I continue to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, the glorious Corporate Cappy.
Glorious.
Don't piss me off. And guys, every week we are always reminding you to keep it on the Lowdown.
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street.